Strange fetishes and sex addictions. In love with my car? Wanna have sex with my car? While it's not uncommon for individuals to feel a deep connection to their possessions, such as cars, when this connection manifests into an odd fetish or sex addiction, it can have significant implications for one's emotional and psychological well-being. Let's explore this topic further. Understanding fetishism and sex addiction. Fetishism refers to sexual arousal or gratification that is dependent on a particular object, material, or body part. It's important to note that having a fetish itself is not inherently problematic. However, when it interferes with daily functioning or becomes the sole focus of sexual desire, it can lead to distress and dysfunction. Sex addiction, on the other hand, involves a compulsive need to engage in sexual activities, often to the detriment of one's relationships, work, and overall quality of life. Like other forms of addiction, sex addiction can be driven by a variety of factors, including genetics, upbringing, trauma, and underlying mental health issues. The intersection of fetishism and sex addiction with car love. For some individuals, the allure of cars goes beyond mere admiration and veers into the realm of sexual attraction. This can manifest in various ways, such as deriving sexual pleasure from touching, smelling, or even engaging in sexual acts involving cars. There are several potential explanations for why someone might develop a fetish or sex addiction related to cars. Psychological associations. The car may serve as a symbol of power, freedom, or masculinity, leading to a heightened sense of arousal when interacting with it. Sensory stimulation. Some individuals may find pleasure in the tactile sensations and sensory experiences associated with cars, such as the feel of leather upholstery or the scent of gasoline. Trauma or conditioning. Early childhood experiences or conditioning may play a role in shaping one's sexual preferences and fantasies, including those involving cars. Escapism. Engaging in sexual activities involving cars may serve as a form of escapism from stress, anxiety, or other psychological distress. Regardless of the underlying reasons, it's essential for individuals struggling with these issues to seek professional help. Therapy, specifically cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, or psychotherapy, can be effective in addressing the root causes of fetishism and sex addiction, exploring healthier coping mechanisms, and improving overall well-being. Impact on relationships and daily functioning. When a fetish or sex addiction becomes all-consuming, it can have detrimental effects on various aspects of life, including relationships, work, and social functioning. Partners may feel neglected or alienated, and the individual may struggle to maintain healthy boundaries and engage in fulfilling intimate connections. Furthermore, indulging in risky behaviors associated with car fetishism, such as public indecency or engaging in sexual acts in unsafe environments, can lead to legal consequences and jeopardize one's reputation and livelihood. Seeking help and support. If you or someone you know is grappling with an odd fetish or sex addiction related to cars, it's essential to reach out for support. This may involve consulting a therapist or counselor who specializes in sexual health and addiction treatment, as well as seeking support from loved ones or joining a support group for individuals facing similar challenges. Remember, you are not alone, and there is hope for recovery and healing. By addressing these issues head-on and seeking appropriate treatment, individuals can regain control of their lives and cultivate healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Now let's delve deeper into the topic of odd fetish sex addiction related to cars by exploring additional aspects and providing more detailed insights. Exploring the psychological dynamics. Understanding the psychological dynamics behind odd fetishes And sex addiction related to cars involves delving into various theories and concepts. One such theory is Freudian psychoanalysis, which posits that fetishism can arise from unresolved conflicts or traumas experienced during childhood. For example, a person who experienced a sense of safety or security in their family car during tumultuous times may develop a strong emotional attachment to cars that later manifests as a fetish or addiction. Moreover, cognitive behavioral theories suggest that certain conditioning processes may contribute to the development of fetishes. This conditioning can occur through repeated associations between sexual arousal and specific objects or situations, leading to the reinforcement of fetishistic desires over time. Case studies and personal narratives. Sharing case studies and personal narratives can provide a humanizing perspective on the topic and help viewers relate to the experiences of individuals struggling with odd fetishes or sex addiction related to cars. For instance, recounting the story of a person who discovered their fetish for cars at a young age and the subsequent challenges they faced in managing their desires could offer valuable insights into the complexities of this issue. Additionally, interviewing mental health professionals who specialize in treating sexual disorders could shed light on the therapeutic approaches used to address car-related fetishes and sex addiction. Hearing about successful treatment outcomes and the strategies employed in therapy sessions can offer hope and encouragement to individuals seeking help for similar concerns. Exploring cultural and societal influences. It's important to recognize that attitudes toward sexuality and unconventional desires vary across different cultures and societies. In some cultures, the fetishization of objects like cars may be more accepted or even celebrated, while in others, it may be stigmatized or taboo. Exploring the cultural and societal influences on attitudes toward car-related fetishes and sex addiction can provide valuable context for understanding the experiences of individuals affected by these issues. For example, media portrayals of car culture and hypersexualized imagery in advertising may contribute to the reinforcement of fetishistic desires in susceptible individuals. Addressing stigma and seeking acceptance. Individuals struggling with odd fetishes or sex addiction related to cars may face significant stigma and discrimination, both within their personal lives and in broader society. Addressing this stigma and promoting acceptance and understanding are essential steps toward creating a more inclusive and supportive environment for those affected by these issues. Encouraging open and non-judgmental dialogue about unconventional sexual desires, including fetishes involving cars, can help reduce stigma and promote empathy and compassion toward individuals struggling with these challenges. By fostering a culture of acceptance and support, we can empower individuals to seek help without fear of condemnation or ostracism. In conclusion, delving into the complex dynamics of odd fetishes and sex addiction related to cars requires a multifaceted approach. This exploration involves delving into psychological theories, sharing personal narratives, examining cultural influences, and addressing stigma surrounding these topics. By providing a comprehensive and nuanced perspective, we can promote greater understanding, empathy, and support for individuals affected by these issues. Understanding the psychological underpinnings behind odd fetishes and sex addiction related to cars is essential. It involves exploring factors such as childhood experiences, personality traits, and underlying emotional needs that may contribute to the development of these behaviors. By shedding light on the psychological mechanisms at play, we can help individuals affected by these issues better understand themselves and seek appropriate support and treatment. Sharing personal narratives is another crucial aspect of exploring this topic. By hearing from individuals who have experienced odd fetishes or sex addiction related to cars, We can gain insight into their lived experiences, challenges, and recovery journeys. These narratives humanize the issue, helping to break down stereotypes and foster empathy and understanding among the broader community. Examining cultural influences is also important in understanding odd fetishes and sex addiction related to cars. Cultural norms, media representations, and societal attitudes towards sexuality can all shape individuals' perceptions and behaviors. By critically examining these influences, we can identify societal factors that may contribute to the development or exacerbation of these issues, and work towards creating a more supportive and inclusive cultural environment. Addressing stigma is another crucial step in promoting understanding and support for individuals affected by odd fetishes and sex addiction related to cars. Stigma can prevent individuals from seeking help or speaking openly about their experiences, leading to feelings of shame, isolation, and guilt. By challenging stereotypes, providing education, and fostering open dialogue, we can create a more accepting and supportive community where individuals feel comfortable seeking the help and support they need.